So in this video, we are come to learn how to draft a female bodice the freehand way. So these are the measurements we are going with. The bust being 36, the waist being 26, the shoulder to waist being 16, the across back being 15, the shoulder to apex being 10, and the apex to apex being 7. That's the nipple to nipple. So these are the measurements we are going with. Before we start, let's work on our measurement this way. We will divide our bust into 2, giving us 18. So we have a front bust and a back bust. So 18, 18. Then we'll take 1 from the back bust and add it to the front bust. So now our front bust becomes 19 and the back bust becomes 17. The reason for that is that, as a human being, our front is fuller. When it comes to ladies, the front is fuller than the back. So you can't divide your bust into 4 to make a block. So you have to make sure you minus 1 from the front after you divided the bust into 2. You minus 1 from the back and add to the front. So now our front becomes 19 and our back becomes 17. So we will divide our waist also into 4. Then now we can start. So from this side, we'll measure our cross back. Our cross back being 15 divided by 2 give us what? 7.5. So we have our 7.5 here. We draw a straight line this way. Then now we come from this side, we come down 1.5. After our 1.5, we'll draw a line to this side. Then now after this, we'll put in our measurement. We'll come here, measure our neck being 2.5 is fine for ladies, and we can come here 3 to get our neckline. So we have it this way. After this, we measure from here our shoulder to apex being 10, then our shoulder to waist being 16. We draw our lines this way. So after drawing your lines out, you take your measurement. This is the front we are working on now. So your front bust being 19 now. 19 divided by 2 give us 9.5. Then now we come to our waist. Our waist is 26. So 26 divided by 4 will give us 6.5. So we have our 6.5. But before that, let's put in our apex to apex measurement. Our apex to apex is 7 divided by 2 give us 3.5. So we have our apex to apex here. 3.5. This way. Then we come and draw in our dart. We'll create a dart for the front. So with the dart, we can do half here, then half here, meaning that's 1 inch of that allowance that we have inside. And from this side, from our apex, this is the shoulder to apex, you can come down, let's say 1.5, or you can make the dart length be 5 inches, which is also fine. So we have it this way, then we connect to get our dart this way. And now we can put in our waist measurement. That was 6.5. So we measure from here to the first dart leg is 3. We continue from the next dart leg and have our 6.5. After this, we take a curve this way. Check the placement of the curve very well. Then you draw in from the waist. You draw in from the bust to the waist. To get our armhole, we'll mark from this line up 2 inches. 2 inches to get a line here and connect this to this. So now we have this part also going up this way. So now this becomes our armhole. So the armhole depth is 7, which is fine. Then I will divide the armhole into 2, giving us 3.5. We come in from this line 3/4 this way. We take our armhole curve and draw our armhole from the apex of the shoulder here this way. So now this becomes the front bodice of our top. To do the back, you repeat the same thing that we did for the front. Our shoulder to shoulder, that's our cross back, being 7.5. It was 15, so 15 divided by 2 give us 7.5. We do this, then we draw our line this way. So after you're done drawing the line, with that one, let's come down half. Let's come down 1/2 inch, not half. So you slant to the top. Then we know for our arm, for our neckline, this part is 2.5. Then with the back, let's do 1.5. So we have 2.5 by 1.5 for our back neckline. So we have our neckline this way. We do our shoulder to apex was 10. Then our shoulder to waist was 16. We do that and square in our lines. So we have this now. With this, we will come to the waistline area. We will come in 1/2 inch and draw a straight line this way to this side. It's more or less like we are creating some contouring for the back, because no one's back is that straight. Ladies have this kind of bow thing at the back, like the back is kind of curvy this way. So we come in half on the waist area, then we will do our apex to apex to get our dart. Let's not forget our dart is 7, that is 3.5. We start from this line, not this line. Same thing for this side, this way. So we have our line like this. Let's put in our back bust. Our back bust here is 17. So 17 will give us, that one we start from here rather. 17 will give us 8.5. We have our 8.5 here. With the back that. We will just do quarter on both sides. So quarter here, and the length of the that for the back we can do 6.5 is fine for the back that. So it goes this way. Someone might be asking, why are we doing just a quarter for the back that? Because we've taken a contour in here, a dot here already, which is out that will not be showing. So if you take more here, it's going to create a whole lot of things at the back. So we take just half here and half here. Then after we put in our waist measurement, so from here the first dart leg is 2 3/4. We continue from 2 3/4 to 6.5. Then we have our back like this. Then you stand here and come up 2 inches to get this straight line here and connect our armhole line to it. After we just draw this line also up this way. Same thing, you divide your armhole into 2. You're having 7.5 at the back, so 3 3/4. With that one, let's come in just half for the back. Then we will draw our armhole in. So this is how our back will look like, and this is how our front will look like. With a bust of 36, you can assume the armhole to be 16, the whole armhole front and back to be 16, or let's say 16.5. So let's measure and see what we are having. From here we measure right along the armhole, and here we are having 9. So let's continue here, 9, and here we are having 17.5, which is fine for the armhole, the whole armhole. So this is how your bodice for a female bodice will look like with a freehand way. Just that the difference is that we've put in a little of pattern work here, because we divided the bust into 2 and -1 from the back and added to the front. That's the only change that came here